Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 39, Tua. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Off of play action. Tagovailoa steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now a give, Akers running left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Going right back to Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll run here with Akers. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Once more Montgomery. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here.
Odell Beckham Jr., 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua now on 1st down. Pass complete as Akama with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Tua going to try and go quickly here. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this one to Ezekama. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Ezekama, he's got it on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. A give up the middle to Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponent. They've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it quickly into the hands of Becker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tua now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Davante Adams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua. He hits Adams, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Tua going to throw. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down. And they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Dolphins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.